studios here in San Francisco.
We're heading into the 6th week of the Bob Lee murder trial.
Nima Momeni is the man accused.
Nima Momeni took the stand last week, marking a crucial moment in the case surrounding the murder of Cash App founder Bob Lee, as two competing narratives of what happened that night emerge. The prosecution's story: Momeni was angry at Lee over something that happened with his sister. He drove Lee to a secluded area on Main Street, stabbed him, and left him to die. The defense's story: Momeni acted in self-defense. Testifying before the court, Momeni said Lee actually attacked him with a knife after what he said was a bad joke. Momeni said in a split second he redirected the knife at Lee to ward off the attack and then threw the knife over a fence, fearing Lee would come to get it. Momeni said he did not know Lee had been stabbed. Shannon Dugan is an attorney who's been in the courtroom following the case.
And he did make some headway. He took the stand. He faced the jurors. That's always something that matters. They will look at him as a human being and not, essentially the boogeyman anymore. He presented an alternative version of events, and he may have raised some doubts.
During cross-examination, there was a moment when a prosecutor did ask Momeni why he did not call the police, but rather contacted an attorney in the hours after the stabbing. Is this significant?
I think it's quite significant. I think there are at least some jurors that are going to think, well, if you didn't do anything and if you were innocent, why would you call a criminal defense attorney instead of the police? However, there may be jurors who have had bad experiences with police and don't trust them. And they may understand the rationale that Nima Momeni presented. He said it was because he was just an average Joe, an immigrant. Bob Lee was a prominent figure, and he felt the need to protect himself. But I think it could land differently on different jurors.
Dugan says as the trial continues, there will be another revealing moment. The judge is allowing jurors to submit questions for Momeni to answer.
How he answers those, if he comes across as credible, if he can keep his cool, like he sometimes failed to do in the courtroom, that will be significant. But he doesn't have to prove his innocence. The jury has to be convinced beyond a reasonable doubt that he committed murder, and that's a very high burden. And we'll see if the DA can establish that more in their rebuttal.
Momeni will return to the stand on Monday.